Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at then versus now. How have their feelings about the connection changed? So there are three groups to choose from. Group one is this copper sphere. Group two is the Sodalite sphere. And group three is the honey calcite sphere. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you are most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps for each group in the description box of the video if you would like to jump ahead. Hi, group one. You chose the copper sphere. Put that right up here. And let's start with the energies of then. How are they feeling about you the last time that you saw this person or spoke with this person? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo. The Six of Cups, which is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And the Four of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So the last time that you interacted with this person, they could have been really focused on their career, on things in the material world, on building their stability, building their finances, making their way in the world, establishing themselves in their life. And this could have been something that really pulled them away from the connection. It caused them to kind of withdraw, retreat from that. Maybe they told you that they just didn't want to settle down, that they weren't looking for a long-term partnership. They didn't want to get too serious about anything. This could definitely be somebody that you knew from childhood, you knew from when you were younger. Maybe a lot of time has passed since you last saw this person. And when you were last interacting with them, there was a lot of just a feeling of joy that you both had, this very innocent and kind of playful energy maybe that you experienced together, that they could have really enjoyed, but they could have also seen the connection as, maybe they didn't want to rush into things. They didn't know you very well. Maybe they kind of questioned their ability or their readiness to settle down into a relationship. They may have seen this as just kind of a superficial relationship, kind of a fling, nothing that they wanted to get too serious about. And it could be something where, you might have looked at them as a long-term partner, someone you could build a lot of stability with, someone that you could really see in your future, somebody that you wanted to grow with. But this person could have instead been looking just to have a good time while they put their primary focus on matters of abundance, matters of the material world. Again, not taking this connection too seriously, or just not wanting to settle down and commit, but wanting to really be able to explore their passions in a lot of other ways. This person could have been emotionally immature in general, maybe not a lot of experience with love, or maybe not a lot of long-term relationships, or just relationships that kind of ended as quickly as they began, and that could have just been a pattern for this person. So The Four of Wands, we also, that's seen as the twin flame card, it's the 1111 card, so that could be significant for you, a confirmation for you in terms of maybe you consider this person your twin flame, or something, you know, maybe there were a lot of signs and synchronicities the last time that you were dealing with this person, or even currently seeing 1111 a lot and just other things. And that could have been something you may have tried to discuss with this person and they just didn't put a lot of stock into that. They could have seen that as just kind of frivolous or kind of silly sort of woo-woo talk, and not, you know, given a lot of credence to it, and therefore sort of dismiss the relationship because of that. Maybe thinking that it was something that was very, you know, ungrounded, kind of like fairy tale thinking. And instead this person, again, was maybe more concentrated on matters of a practical matter, perhaps even expressed that they were looking for a partner that ticked a lot of their boxes in terms of maybe what the person did for a living, a certain age range, maybe some kind of culture, some kind of, you know, even geographical factors, or just where that person was in their life. And maybe you didn't fit those requirements. So despite that connection, that chemistry between the both of you, this person could have really just kind of dismissed this as something that they didn't feel that there would be any kind of a solid base to build something lasting. So let's take a look at the energy of now to see, how does this person feel about the connection now? How have their feelings changed? Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Five of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And the Page of Cups, so more water energy there. And the Four of Pentacles, so more earth energy. So I feel that this person is definitely, they're watching you from afar, or they've seen something, they've observed something about you, maybe heard something about you that has really changed their feelings about you and about this connection. They're now sitting in this energy of almost like a missed opportunity, a feeling of loss and regret for perhaps having self-sabotaged this connection. They're starting to understand that the love that you had to offer was something very unique, something very rare compared to other experiences that they'd had, or if they had certain requirements for a type of person, a type of, you know, partnership, the dynamics and so forth that would make the most sense for them. There's been some illumination that has occurred. Maybe they did partner up with someone that fit those expectations, and it only ended up in loss, in a lack of a deep emotional connection. And so they're kind of turning back, thinking back on the situation with you, and really kind of feeling that they missed out. This person could be, you know, very guarded with that, very closed off with that, very closed off to love in general. Maybe this feeling of regret even has really caused them to just shut down in a lot of other ways in their life, as they're kind of having to unpack this and process this realization of having pushed away something that had the makings of a really solid foundation. So currently it feels like this person is very much just sitting in this energy of really observing you, very stunned by what they're seeing, very almost startled with the realization, kind of almost feeling foolish for having overlooked something, judged something too quickly, that whatever it was that they were pursuing in the past, or opted for in the past, or in some way used as a justification for shutting down this connection in the past, it's provided them very meagerly. It's something which has not really fulfilled them at all on an emotional level. It's something where, you know, it may have actually kind of encumbered them, kind of burdened them. It's something that weighs heavily on them, heavily on their heart, heavily on their mind. It's something that, you know, it's affecting their ability to have forward progress in their life. This could be affecting even their abundance mindset. This, you know, this realization of kind of what was missed or overlooked in this connection in the past, that it's kind of stopped them in their tracks. It's stopped them from moving forward, and it's something that they're having a lot of thoughts about. They're really questioning their discernment, their ability to properly evaluate their future, even going forward, that the things they thought they wanted had either not brought them the success or happiness that they thought it would, or again, seeing you in this connection from a different perspective. Maybe you've gone through some kind of a glow up, or time has passed and now they're seeing you after all this time, and they're seeing where you're at in your life, and it's really caused them to stop in their tracks and feel like they've made a mistake, feel like they almost have shut themselves out from their own abundance and their own blessing that was there for the taking at one point in time. So let's get some clarification about this for you, group 1. Okay, and we have great big love. So this person has most likely undergone some kind of a heart chakra activation, or some kind of an awareness, something that has come to their attention that is really having them deep in their feelings at this point in time. They may have, again, been very kind of closed off to love in the past, or just not wanting anything very serious, but something has shifted, something has changed. And even if they're not watching you in the physical sense, in the 3D world, energetically they're feeling into you. They're feeling this rush of love. They're starting to appreciate and understand this connection in a level in which they had failed to do, or were unable to do, or were ignorant to in the past. And this feels like something that, this stark reality, this staunch realization of maybe the ways in which they self-sabotaged. This is something that this person is probably going to have to sit in. They're going to have to process that, come to terms with that, and learn from that. Learn to, listen to their heart more. That as much as they may have been very materially focused in the past, that, giving attention and time to one's emotions, it creates balance. It enhances that ability to, show up authentically and to really continue to attract blessings, because love in and of itself is a blessing. I mean, it's not something that adds up to a bank account balance. It's not, it's a place you can live, but like live within yourself. It's not, say, a house or an apartment. It's not a tangible thing. And it's something this person is starting to appreciate, the wealth that does not have a price tag attached to it. And as they are starting to appreciate that, as they're starting to be made aware of that maybe for all of their success and abundance in the material world, they're very lacking in a certain area of their life, and they're being drawn back to this connection, to this experience with you. And really at the point of, again, this kind of remorse, a feeling of having missed out on a treasury of love that was there and was being offered to them, and that they chose to deny or walk away from. So let's get some messages from this person, group 1. What do they want you to know? All right, and they say, I've made some mistakes in my life. I realized I was wrong. I'm sorry. So that's that energy of regret and loss, and kind of this retrospective that they are doing right now, where they're seeing the importance of love. They're seeing how that might be missing from their life, or whatever love that they have, it's just not fulfilling them on a deep emotional level, at a soul level. And so they're thinking back on this connection with you, and really feeling some regret for the choices that were made and the ways they may have pushed this connection away in the past. And they also say, you are special to me. I just want you to know that. So if they had undervalued you in the past, maybe said that you weren't serious, that they weren't looking for anyone serious, you weren't the kind of person they wanted to be with, in any way made you feel that you weren't good enough, not the kind of person they could imagine themselves with long term, then they've had a change of heart in that capacity. I feel that they were definitely operating from kind of a skewed lens, a very narrow lens. They may have been looking at things just purely in terms of status and material, and they've had some kind of awareness their soul has been awakened, their heart has been awakened, and they're starting to understand value that, it's beyond what can be seen and what can be touched, that there's a value in the energetic connection between people. And they're recognizing this connection as having that value, as being very priceless. So contrary to what they might have told you, they think very highly of you. Also, if they've been able to kind of see you maybe after some time has gone by, or you've gone through some kind of a glow up or an ascension, or just really taken back your power, you've stepped into your own, you're shining brightly and actively creating that best life for yourself. They're very impressed with this, in your ability to manifest a joyous experience for yourself, and it's starting to help them appreciate and value things of that nature, of self-satisfaction, that goes beyond just status or wealth, things of that nature. They're starting to recognize these qualities that you have, of the intangible wealth that you possess and exude, and it's something that they're really admiring, and they're seeing you as very unique from anyone else in their life. And they also say, please don't leave me, stay. So coupled with this energy of loss and regret, there is this desire to kind of cling to this, to cling to your energy at this point in time, where they may have really kind of, it doesn't feel so much pushed away with that hermit. It feels more like they walked away. They were very focused on something else and just sort of chose to go in another direction, maybe kind of ignored you or ghosted you, or just, kind of pulled away from investing in this. It was very maybe one-sided, this connection in the past, in terms of, trying to make things work, trying to build that stability together. But something has shifted with this realization to where this person is now, clinging to this. They're clinging to what vestiges of this connection still exist for them. The energetic tie, the memories of you, the thoughts of you, even these feelings of regret, that they're in some way unable to move past this. They're faced with this barrier, with this blockage in their heart. A lot of feelings of guilt and self-blame and regret that are needing to be addressed and kind of worked through and dissolved in order for this person to move forward, either in their life in general or into your direction, to try and rectify some of this situation, try and correct the energy between the both of you, or shift things into kind of a different flow from where you currently are. So let's get some guidance from Spirit about this for you, Group 1. Okay, and we have Hidden Knowledge, Akashic Records, Silent Understanding. So Spirit is really guiding you to kind of look beneath the surface of the situation. If it feels very silent with this person, and yet you're feeling something shift in the energy, maybe you're feeling their energy again after a period of time and you're not really sure why, this can be a confirmation for you that this person has had this realization. These things are on their mind, kind of like the uh-oh moment, the oh no moment, where something has really dawned on them. Their heart has dropped into the pit of their stomach, and you might be feeling that shift. And this is something that you can really trust in, that something has changed, something has been made clear to this person, either through their experience with somebody else or something that they have witnessed about you, where they're starting to value and understand this connection on a different level. And it might be that this person even begins to start reaching out to you telepathically. They may be coming to you in dreams. In some way, you're seeing signs of them. You're being reminded of this person again. And this can all be an indication, again, of this shift that has taken place, this change that has taken place. And so, just kind of, you're being guided to trust that, to lean into that, to understand this awareness that this person now has that they may not have had before. And definitely, stand in your power. Don't compromise your power for somebody that, couldn't appreciate you before. Sometimes that's just the lesson that a person needs to learn, is to really, look beyond the surface and recognize kind of the intangible values of things. if you do feel inclined, if this person approaches you or in some way, you have contact with this person and you're inclined to, kind of open your heart more to them, listen to them, hear them out, hear what they have to say, then a lot of healing can come from that as well. A lot of understanding can come from that. As this person grows more aware of themselves, as they kind of explore these feelings of loss and regret, they'll come to a deeper knowledge of themselves. Their values are starting to change, or they're recognizing that they need to change. And so it is quite possible in the future of this connection to really get some understanding, some closure, some kind of reconciliation from this person, a desire to, start fresh. They may or may not address, depending on the circumstances, what happened in the past. If this is somebody who just said they weren't looking for anything serious or they wanted to focus on their job, they might not come back and say, oh, I was so wrong, I should have focused on you. No, because the job or whatever else they needed to focus on, it had equal merit. It was important for them. This was something that was necessary to, their identity, their kind of journey in this lifetime to set that goal, take the steps necessary, and accomplish that. And so this person may just kind of come back like, looking you up after a period of time. This is someone you knew in the past, or if you run into them, they might be more open with you than their energy was before. And so it's something where, you can definitely, if you feel so inclined, open yourself up, open your heart up to the possibility that this person has evolved, because something is becoming clear to them. They're seeing things from a new perspective. Their values are starting to change. And for a lot of you, this will, result in this person wanting to reach out, wanting to change the energy between you, change the story, the narrative going forward. They will eventually get tired of looking at this spilt milk from the past, and there'll be this, this drive to kind of change course, change directions, change the story in some way. So again, you could hear from this person, or, even if you're just energetically sensing that, you can, take some consolation for that they've come to some kind of awareness, something has become apparent to them. So I'm going to close this reading for you, group 1, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, so we have O, B, N, H, X, and G. So those are your messages, group 1. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you are interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 2. I chose the Sodalite. Put that right up here. So we'll start with the energies of then. How was this person feeling the last time that you spoke to them or saw them or interacted with them? Okay, so we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. The Tower, which is Aries. The Seven of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the Nine of Wands. So the last time that you spoke to this person or dealt with this person or saw this person, this could have been something where they could have delivered some very shocking news to you. Something could have happened that really disrupted the harmony between the both of you. This person could have been very defensive about their actions. Maybe something that you discovered that, you know, really upset the connection. Maybe there was some kind of a third party involved here, or in some way you tried to maybe bring up some kind of issue that you were having with them, something about their behavior, something about the connection that you weren't happy with, that you wanted to change, you wanted to discuss, wanted to kind of evolve beyond. And instead of really working on things, this person could have just really exploded, been very like a fiery temperament almost, lashing out, again, this energy of defensiveness. And they could have also been very guarded as far as love was concerned, or they may have said or done something that was very impulsive, that really jeopardized and compromised the harmony that at one point in time you two could have experienced together. And as a result of that, they could have been really sitting in a lot of shame and guilt and just a little bit resistant to discussing things, wanting to just kind of close off from the connection as opposed to try and work things out between the both of you. So let's take a look at the energy of now. What has changed? How does this person feel now about this connection? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, so that's more fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Got the Ten of Cups, so water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And the King of Cups, so more water energy there. And the Three of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So this person has had some kind of a shift. They are seeing things from a new perspective. Their view on things, their view on the connection has changed. This could have even been something with the Lovers here where previously you may have expressed to this person this desire to, maybe you said you saw them as a soulmate, you saw them as a twin flame, you had this desire to kind of couple with them, to really have this solid commitment with them. Maybe you discussed the spiritual aspects of this connection, and instead of leaning into that, this person could have really lashed out, been very defensive, just kind of called an end to the connection in general, and then been very leery and guarded with you, kind of mistrusting of the connection going forward. That's another read on this energy of then. And so what might have then shifted is that they're seeing things from a new perspective, that in fact a lot of harmony could be found in this, that emotionally speaking, you're the full package, you're everything they had been looking for. This knowledge could have been given to them based on some other heartbreaks that they've experienced in the time since they've been with you. If this was maybe a third party, something of that nature, infidelity that you found out about, that, you know, this person got very defensive about, very much in denial about that, kind of lashed out. The connection ended very badly and just ended in a lot of defensiveness and guardedness on their part, about you, about love, maybe even vice versa, that something has really happened with that third party situation has not ended well for this person. They have experienced some subsequent heartbreak. They may have also kind of a roles reversed. So there could have been some infidelity going on in that circumstance, to where they're now in your shoes. They're feeling what you felt, and it's putting them into a new perspective of how this connection with you, how you were that full package, that a lot of harmony was available here in this connection with you, versus whatever else they went in the direction of, whatever else they explored, which only led to pain and disappointment. This person is definitely sitting on a lot of deep emotions. And this is, with this King of Cups, I mean, he's sitting on this platform on top of this like rolling sea. And there are ships atop the sea. There are fish kind of jumping out of it, and presumably, you know, a lot more happening beneath the surface. So this is definitely speaking to a lot of different emotions that this person is having right now, that they might be trying to avoid somewhat. It is the energy that at some point, you know, they will be overcome by these things. They will have to face that. What is beneath the surface will come to the top, and they will have to look at that. But at this point in time, there could be some degree of denial that is going on, as far as, although the roles may have shifted, if this was like a third party situation and they've now felt that, they're recognizing that, but they're still in denial about what needs to be done. An apology needs to be owed, or kind of a lesson that needs to be taken from this. If this was, you know, they dismissed kind of like a soulmate connection, or you saying that, you know, you saw that deep kind of spiritual bond between the two of you, that they've now come to realize that they're a little bit uncertain about what to do with that knowledge going forward. So there is a sense of heartbreak at having kind of turned away something that was so resonant with them, was so resonant with their soul. But they're kind of just trying to hold their ground right now. They're not really sure what to do, that to approach, to say something, to make this known in either scenario. It definitely compromises and calls into question whatever emotional stability, whatever rock they have built for themselves in order to, you know, be able to kind of weather the storms that are going on within them. But this is definitely speaking to a lot of emotions coming to the surface of all different sorts about their actions in the past, and, you know, the heartbreak that led to on both sides. So let's get some clarification about this for you, group 2. Okay, so we've got the storyteller. So this person could really be good at kind of projecting blame onto other people. And it's something where, you know, it might be this type of situation where everyone else is the villain and they're never to blame. They are constantly the victim. So this person may have been going through their life in this capacity, very defensive, lashing out, being very guarded, very reserved, very mistrusting. And they've now, you know, kind of at a table, the tables turned, and they're experiencing that heartbreak and disappointment in and of themselves. They're recognizing what those tactics kind of yielded in their life. And so they're in this process of rewriting this story for themselves, seeing, you know, things from your angle. The story is at a point between the both of you of this axis of shift, that this person can, again, only kind of hold themselves in this position for too long. There's so much coming to the surface that something is going to have to shift. They're going to have to, you know, write a new story for themselves, change the narrative somehow in order to, you know, kind of work on this energy with you going forward, and even to, you know, create the possibility of new experiences for themselves as well moving forward. This also really speaks to this person wanting to turn the chapter with you, turn the page with you, start afresh with you, but being at a point of not really knowing how to do that. They're at a loss, they're drawing a blank as far as what that looks like, what to say. This person could also, you know, part of like with this King of Cups here, and trying to navigate these emotions that they're feeling, a lot of that is, as they're processing all of this, they're trying to formulate the words, you know, how to, if it at all is possible, to correct the situation between the both of you, to, you know, say what apologies need to be said, what needs to be clarified as far as the truth that they have come to. And so they're at a point of really exploring that. They could definitely be in a quiet place if this person is in any way involved in your life at this point in time. They could be very quiet about this. This could definitely be a lot that they're holding inside. You might not be able to tell from the surface, even if you just, you know, see them on social media or see them out and about. Everything might look fine, like it's going well for them, it's going great for them. But beneath the surface, there's so much more that's happening. There's so much more that's changing, and they're kind of in the middle of trying to put the words to that, trying to figure this all out. It almost feels like they're in this place of shock right now. Kind of that energy of the wounded warrior, almost this like, you know, just a little bit unsturdy, a little bit unstable, kind of just right at that breaking point, because of the regret and what has happened and maybe what it is that they're feeling from that. And so they're keeping things very close to the chest, not wanting to really express much. But beneath that kind of placid exterior, the exterior of everything is fine. There's a lot of turmoil, there's a lot of change, a lot of changed feelings and changed perspective about this connection. So let's get some messages from this person's higher self for you, group 2. What do they want to say? All right, and they say, I realized how I treated you, and for that I'm sorry. So that's that energy of the tables having turned, this person seeing things from your perspective, experiencing what it is that they made you feel. And, you know, that's part of these emotions here, is they're processing the pain of their own experience, but then they're also reflecting on the pain that, you know, you would have felt as well based on the interaction previously. And they also say, please don't leave me, stay. So they're really clinging to some hope here that there will be a chance for a new beginning with you. When they get to this point of really figuring out their emotions, figuring out what they want to say, formulating an apology, they're really hoping that it won't be too little too late. And they also say, you are special to me. I just want you to know that. So despite what they might have said or done in the past, they have a lot of love for you, a deep regard for you. They're coming to realize that you were and are this 10 of Cups for them, that, you know, whatever else they might have experienced, whether that was a third party that they chose over you, or if they chose to, you know, just push away this connection, push away even like the spiritual dynamic of this connection. Maybe, you know, it was the feelings were getting so intense, the emotional connection was so intense that they just lashed out and pushed it away out of a fear of love and intimacy. Something has changed to where they're really recognizing the value of this, having kind of lost a good thing. And so from their higher self, they want you to know that, you know, it's whatever happened in the past, it was not because of any kind of insufficiency in you, for any kind of lack in you. This definitely stems from some kind of issues with commitment within themselves, some kind of wounding about love, trying to keep love at bay, keep love at arm's length. In either the scenario of infidelity or just of them kind of pushing the connection away in general. It has something to do with some deep-seated wounds around love, some mistrust of love, or mistrust in their ability to, you know, adequately discern the best partner for them. But something has happened to where they're seeing you, they're seeing this with new eyes, and they're really recognizing just how emotionally fulfilling this connection with you was in the past. So let's get some guidance from Spirit for you, group 2, about this connection, this person. Okay, and we've got go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, receiving. So you're definitely guided to just, you may be energetically picking up on the process that this person is going through, as, you know, these deep feelings are kind of swelling up from the depths of them, and it's almost like an emotional roller coaster is what I'm feeling, that, you know, you may pick up on some of that residual energy. And so definitely, you know, do what you need to kind of cut the cords with that energy, those heavy feelings. You know, drink a lot of water, keep your vessel very, very pure and as high vibrational as possible. You know, if you need to meditate or ground or exercise, you know, just whatever it is that you need to do, get some Reiki healing, get a massage, just things that can help you kind of process and release any of the tensions that you're picking up from afar, that can really help you as they are going through this process, for you to maintain, you know, your vibration, for you to stay in your power and not get bogged down in what you're picking up at a distance from this person. This can also be some guidance to that, you know, as these messages came through, and anything that you were feeling that, you know, you'd said something wrong, or maybe you came on too strong, or that you were mistaken maybe about this, and, you know, that led to this this kind of breakup or the ending of the circumstance in the past, this person really just like demolishing the connection between the both of you, then you're really guided to kind of let go of that, let go of those feelings, any kind of that doubt or worry, or kind of self-criticism. That definitely the energy here is kind of a deeper issue within this person surrounding love and surrounding intimacy. And it seems like it was really the MO of this person to kind of push away a good thing, push away love in a variety of forms. And it's something that this person is really, you know, their actions, they're seeing that from a different perspective. They're right at the place where they're, you know, they can begin this journey of healing. They can begin this journey of change. But the most important thing is that, you know, you stay in your power, that you focus on your healing, on your growth, independent of if this person comes back with an apology or if you never hear from them again. You know, just move forward in your life, continue to, you know, go with the flow of abundance as, you know, it's revealed to you by the universe, and really work on releasing any kind of feelings of inadequacy, and, you know, be open to receive a healthy and reciprocal love, which does want to come to you and which will magnetize to you when the timing is right. So I'm going to close this reading for group 2 with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. All right, so we have I, S, E, C, U, Y, and F. So those are your messages, group 2. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 3. You chose the honey calcite. Put that right up here. And we'll start with the energies of then. What was this person thinking and feeling about the connection the last time that you saw them, that you spoke with them, that you interacted with them? What were their feelings about this connection? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, which is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Queen of Pentacles, which is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Justice, which is Libra energy. And the Wheel of Fortune, which for me as a reader is fixed energy, so Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. So I feel that this person was very oblivious or stubbornly resisting acknowledging this connection, maybe kind of shutting down their feelings, ignoring their feelings, maybe ignoring you. This could have been something where communication with this person was very difficult, was very sparse. There could have been a lot of unanswered communications between the both of you, or just a resistance to really express their feelings, a rejection even of the cup of love that you were offering to them. They could have been focused extremely on their, career, on finances, on matters of the material world, or were just overly focused on the way things looked from the outside on the surface about this connection. This person could have maybe judged you harshly, judged the connection harshly based on superficial and exterior circumstances. This could have been somebody that was married at the time when you last were dealing with them, or you were married. In some way, a marriage was kind of a wedge to this, to the exploration of these feelings. Or maybe this was somebody who, maybe you were divorced, and that was something that really conflicted with their belief system, with their ideas about things. And so they kind of shut down the connection, judged the connection based on that, based on not wanting to, be involved with someone who had previously been married. They could have also been in the midst of a divorce. As when you last interacted with them, and, were just kind of closed off to the idea of love after something that they had been through, some kind of a breakup or a dissolution of a long-term partnership. They could have, really expressed a desire to kind of move on from you, turn the chapter, move away from you. They could have literally moved away from you, in terms of changing geographic location, or just, again, this energy of kind of avoidance here that we see with the Four of Cups, just kind of wanting to move beyond this connection, move beyond the possibility of having anything with you. Or for some of you, this could have been somebody you were married to, that you were going through a divorce from, and there was this desire to just kind of close this chapter out and move in another direction from this connection. So let's take a look at the energy of now. How has this person's feelings about the connection changed? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, so that's more of that water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We have the Six of Pentacles, so more earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Ten of Swords, which is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Two of Pentacles, so more earth energy. So it seems that this person has been overthinking the dynamic between the both of you, overthinking maybe what happened in the past, or, you know, they haven't been able to get off their mind the connection with you, even though they may have rejected you, kind of turned things down, judged you unfairly, cut things off, moved away from you, closed out the chapter between the both of you. It's weighed heavily on their mind. It's been very burdensome in the time since you last spoke with them. And it's really brought some things to the surface. It's brought them a new perspective. It's led to this epiphany for them that they do, in fact, want to give to this, where they may have pulled away and said they weren't interested, or, you know, wanted to discontinue this. Or if this was somebody you even got a divorce from, that something has shifted within them where, you know, they want to approach you with an offer of love, with an offer of working on this. They're seeing things from a different perspective, that you are in fact the type of person that they would want to, you know, build something within the material world, that they find you very emotionally fulfilling. They may have had the chance to, you know, really kind of shop around, date some other people, compare, and what it is that they're experiencing, the energetic connection with others, or, you know, just the qualities that they have encountered. It's something to where, you know, they're admiring your generosity of spirit, the generosity and selflessness with which you express love. They are seeing the fact that you are in touch with your emotions, that you are somebody of emotional integrity, a trustworthy person, that these are all very much admirable qualities that they could have overlooked before, maybe because they were judging the exterior circumstances, the surface circumstances. So there's a desire to bring some balance into this connection, to, if they had moved away or rejected this, to make an offer, to give into this connection, not just energetically, but giving of their time, giving of some kind of commitment. But they seem very uncertain about how that can be accomplished. How at this point, after whatever was said, whatever was done, whatever action was taken, they're not sure how to rectify that. They're not sure how to balance out this energy. They're not sure what to offer, what to say that would in some way smooth out whatever happened between the both of you in the past. They're not sure how to bring an end to this painful situation. The memories even of what occurred in the past. This could be a lot of, you know, kind of hesitancy as well. With this Knight of Cups, I'm drawn to, you know, this horse is just kind of stopped here right before crossing, you know, this river, this, you know, the water, this almost like these deep emotions, these unsure emotions, these very, you know, turbulent emotions. And so they're kind of hesitant at that brink of really stepping forward, because they're not sure, you know, how to do that. They're not sure what to say. They're not sure if there is a way to move beyond this, to start fresh, to, you know, bring balance into this situation, or if this is just going to be something that they just have to live with, this kind of regret, these painful memories of, you know, maybe how they had prematurely judged you, or unfairly or incorrectly judged the situation in the past, and really just closed themselves off to it, moved in another direction when they feel they should have in fact been moving closer to you. So let's get some clarification about this for you, group 3. Okay, so we have a burst of magic. So this is that energy of some kind of epiphany that has come to this person. There's this desire to resurrect this connection, to kind of bring it up out of the muck from which you previously were in, whatever kind of heavy feelings, or just this bogged down sensation of, you know, of rejection. Maybe you were offering your cup of love to this person for quite some time. You were investing a lot emotionally, and they were just, it was almost, they were a sinkhole for this emotion. They were giving nothing back at the time. You just kept pouring and pouring and pouring in, only to have them reject you, to rebuff you, to ignore all of this. And it's something where there is a desire to then resurrect this, to kind of bring forth life into this connection, to really give life to this connection, where previously they may have just been kind of absorbing the energies that you were directing their way and providing nothing in return, providing no reassurance or confirmation, or, you know, giving anything to the situation, working to build the situation in the past. So let's get some messages from this person's higher self for you, group 3. What do they want to say? Okay, and they say, I miss your touch. So this is definitely that energy of nostalgia and, just really wanting to bring balance back into the situation, wanting to be in proximity to you again. This person is also, they're at this point of really getting in touch with these emotions. They're on the brink of wanting to reach out to you, to touch your heart with perhaps a confirmation of their feelings in a way that they may have denied you previously. And they also say, I'm sorry it's taking me so long. Please be patient with me. So they're acknowledging the fact that this realization or making this situation right, somehow seeing things, seeing the value of this, that it's taking a while. They're acknowledging too, if this is the kind of thing where, you would reach out to this person previously, or perhaps even still, and they're not responding to you. They're taking their time. It's like days in between when they respond to, say, a text or an email. They're acknowledging that here, that there's a little, they're kind of stuck in some way. They're working through some things emotionally. There is this desire to give to this connection, but they're at this point of uncertainty about what they have to give. Is that going to be enough? Is it going to be enough to fix things? Is it going to be enough to fulfill you? They're working through a lot of fears. They're having to kind of trudge through these very heavy emotions within themselves, the heaviness of the past and whatever was said or done as well. And, it's something where they're a little hesitant to do that. And it's perhaps also a lot that they have to really recognize within themselves. If they judged you or the situation prematurely or superficially, then that's a lot that they have to really, not only own up to, but also to change their way of viewing things, their worldview and their approach to, people and love and life in general. And they also say it's hard to admit that I was wrong. So that's that energy if they judged you unfairly, judged the relationship too quickly, maybe based on superficial circumstances. They're admitting here that that was incorrect, that they made the wrong choice. Clarity has come to them. They're seeing things from a different perspective. They're, understanding these qualities about you that they've maybe not been able to find in anyone else, or, just the way in which you emit these things and possess these things within yourself, this generosity of spirit, this, emotional depth, this emotional understanding that you have, the way in which you, lead with love, you allow your heart to lead you. This is something that could be quite different from anything else they've experienced. And it may have been something that they kind of brushed aside. They weren't willing to invest in or consider before, but they've put some value on it now. And so part of that, kind of that heavy, dense energy that they're having to trudge through is, again, getting to that point of, admitting that they were wrong, admitting that they made a mistake. And they're in this process of trying to figure out what needs to be said, what needs to be done. How can they fix this? How can they kind of bring this connection back from the dead and, breathe life into it and give it the time and attention that it deserves and that they feel they should have done when they were dealing with you previously. So I'm going to get a message now from Spirit, some guidance for you about this connection, group 3. Okay, and we have sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, prayer. So you're definitely being guided to, talk to your spirit team, pray about this, find consolation from, people who are in your life who appreciate you, who respect you, who admire you for these qualities that you possess. Be grateful for, the love and the blessings that you currently have in your life. And when you operate from that space of gratitude, you become a magnet for more things to be grateful for. This experience with this person, it, as painful as this might have been to be overlooked or to be denied, to be judged unfairly, in some way it has really propelled you on this journey of self-love, kind of sending you down into those depths of emotion, those depths of despair, where you had no other choice but to pick yourself back up, to love yourself in all the ways that you wish this person would have loved you. And so you're also kind of being guided to maybe shift your mindset to see this circumstance, see the blessing in this circumstance, in the sense that it propelled you down into the depths of yourself so that you could meet yourself. You could meet yourself fully. You could step up and be your own advocate. You could step up and be your own hero, your own savior, your own lover, the one who's going to really appreciate you by focusing on those qualities and cultivating those qualities within yourself that you most value, that are most precious, regardless of if other people appreciate them, if other people recognize them. If you're able to really do that for yourself, you again become a magnet almost for more gratitude, more things to be grateful about, more blessings to come to you. When you stand in that authenticity and that self-love, others see that and will be magnetized to you. People who can appreciate that, who can recognize that, and who are really drawn to that. So, you know, if this person had made you feel disappointment, had made you feel that, you know, maybe you were giving too much, you were saying the wrong thing, that in some way you didn't match up because it, according to their expectations, they were misjudging this as, you know, not being right. Just because something's not right for one person doesn't mean it's not right in general. And it's something where, you know, Spirit is really guiding you to, again, focus on self-love, focus on cultivating things which bring you joy, and really appreciating yourself for who you are. These qualities that this person is really, they've had this kind of change of heart. They're seeing it now and putting value on this generosity of heart, this generosity of love that you have to give, leading from the heart space, being very in touch with your emotions, very comfortable with your emotions. These are all things that, you know, you need to recognize and appreciate about yourself. And there are others most likely in your life who appreciate these things as well, family, friends, and a romantic partner will come along who will appreciate these things in time as well. So I'm going to close this reading for you, group 3, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. All right, so we have I, N, A, J, H, X, and V. So those are your messages, group 3. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.